You're listening to Weekend Game Plan, brought to you by Mark Zerzer and Hagai Brenner with Vantage Realty. For residential, commercial, and revenue property expertise and results, call or text 514-772-0771.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
Weekend Game Plan on TSN 690. Welcome back. It's Matthew Ross, Dave Trentadue with you just ahead of Habs breakfast. Dave Pagnotta will join us the latest on the NHLPA strife. We were chatting about, fires, dogs, all kinds of stuff. Dan weighs back in and says 115 pounds, the three dogs. Those are each Alaskan Malamutes. Wow. Dan, I'm not sure if you have a lady friend, a partner of some sort, but to allow three of that size in your house, you're either a millionaire or really, really crowded at this point.
I knew that he had the sled dogs. I just wasn't sure. Again, I'm not very good with the weights. So, I'm sure those are beautiful, beautiful dogs.
Also, our another listener here, our question of the day, how would you assess Thierry Henry's first season as head coach of the Montreal Impact? Nick on our 11690 text box says, great players don't make good coaches. Ask Wayne. Bye-bye. Next. So I guess he's not happy with Thierry Henry. All right. Fair enough. Let us get to our next guest.
Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Sports at thesuburban.com is the email address for our next guest. All right, Mark, not a lot going on right now, but a lot of, administrative items. Let's start with golf.
Yes, we will. The Quebec Foundation for Athletic Excellence in Golf Quebec awarded $75,000 in bursaries to 32 student athletes during the annual Golf Quebec bursary program recently. And the twist in the proceedings that this year that the awards were presented virtually on Facebook where the recipients were announced. And they earned between $2,000 to $4,000. Among those picking up checks were several local golfers, including Malik Dow of Il Perot. He earned a $2,000 grant, and the 16-year-old plays out of Summerlee. St. Lazar's, there you go, hometown boy for you now, Matthew. Chad Huber, 15. He plays at Whitlock. He carded $2,000 for his bursary. Matthew LaFontaine, age 16, of Vaudreuil-Dorion. He plays out of Summerlee, picked up a $3,000 bursary check. Juliette Prudhomme, 17 years old from TMR, was presented a check for $2,000. And Laval plays at Laval-sur-le-Lac. Now, Laval had a pair of bursary recipients. There was a 13-year-old, Emily Lebrun, who plays at Ile de Montreal. She earned $2,000. And George Ciozos, also of Laval, age 14, he plays out of Rosemere, and he also earned $2,000. Now, the Golf Quebec FAEQ scholarship program was established in 2014, and 5 donors were involved in the program this year. It was Claude Chagnon, FedNev, F First Enterprises Limited, Fondation Roland Beaulieu, and the Peacock Family Foundation. Now, in addition, also profits from the 808 Bonneville Challenge is used to finance the program, and this year they kicked in $25,000 to the cause. So good on them for the student athletes.
All right, Mark, we need you to get this next message across, some need in the community here.
Yeah, every holiday season, the Point Claire Old Timers Hockey Club asks its members to bring non-perishable food donations to the Bob Burney Arena over the few weekends leading up to the holidays when they head there for their weekly game. And this year, there is no games at this point for the PCOT, but they will be doing a collection starting at 9:30 this morning, and it'll run until 2 o'clock this afternoon outside the Bob Burney Arena, which is on 96 Douglas Shand in Point Claire. And now the organization continues to live up to its motto, for the love of the game, for the good of the community. And the goods collected will be divided between 2 charities, one being Lachine's L'Oeuvre de la Soupe Maison. And if our listeners are out and about in the West Island, please consider dropping off some non-perishable products to make this effort a success.
All right, and then finally onto the ice.
Yeah, it's not always just about the players. I like to give out some love to my fellow Zebras because while the rosters are being finalized for the World Junior Championships, the officiating staff has been set, and I'm proud to say that Hockey Quebec will be sending 8 officials to Edmonton in January to work the WJC. Now, that's almost a third of the 26 Canadian officials selected for the tournament, and of course, due to the pandemic, only Canadian refs will be working in the bubble environment. Now, the 8 officials are all members of the Provincial Elite Officials Program, and there are 5 referees, so they'll be wearing the bands, and that's Olivier Gouin, Alexander Garon, Guillaume Labonte, Matthew Manetti, and Kevin Niles, and there'll be a trio of linesmen, Maxime Chaput, Guillaume Brunel, and Jonathan Deschamps. And this selection is in addition to several other events that they've already participated in early on in their careers. So good for them. They'll be doing some high-level games.
All right, we got to run. sports@thesuburban.com is the email address for Mark for the weekly newspaper or for the weekly segment. Coming up, Habs Breakfast momentarily here with Dave Pagnotta of the fourth period. A reminder, we are brought to you in part by Royal Ceramic, 8845 Rue Pascal Gagnon in St. Leonard, a 2-floor location. If you're supporting local, support a family-run business. If you're looking for tiles, wood flooring, plumbing accessories, countertops, cabinets, it's all there at Royal Ceramic, including a liquidation center for great prices. They have high-end stuff imported from all over the world. Mention me, Matthew Ross, or TSN 690. You'll save even more off the price at checkout. Tremendous service. Open Monday through Saturday, 514-324-0002. 2 Stanley Cup winning coaches were customers of Royal Ceramic, royalceramic.com.